Hey guys, Drew Harlow here with 9 Leadership. So I wanted to talk about a couple things today. First of all, just a general venting session for me for a second. I watched the news today for the first time in a couple days, and it was frustrating as hell. I realized again why I don't like watching the news and why it's just frustrating to watch that nowadays. I mean, forget this, set aside the fact that there's no good news. That's, neither here nor there at the moment. But the fact that we're turning a medical situation, a pandemic, a global pandemic, into a political situation where egos are involved and there's a power struggle is preposterous to me. All right, we are a society of, in theory, intelligent people. And for us to set aside for a month or 2 months or however long this goes on for, set aside our egos, set aside our political agendas on both sides. And this is not aimed at any one particular party. It's aimed at both of them, honestly. Because the news, whether you look at it or not, is politicized nowadays. There's no politician, whether president of the United States or governor or mayor, it doesn't matter. They shouldn't be the ones doing most of the talking right now. And I'm sorry if that's not a popular opinion. I don't really care, because it's the truth. The doctors should be the ones talking right now, because this is a medical situation. It's not a political one. It's not about policies. Yes, there are things that could have been put in place before, and yes, there's blame to go around, but right now is not the time for that. There'll be plenty of the time for that later, and it's not about the previous administration. It's not about the current administration. Yes, the current administration could have handled things better, differently, right? Absolutely. But at the same time, right now, we are where we are. And we have to do the best we can. And focusing on people's egos, talking about how amazing people are or how horrible people are is not going to help anyone right now. Let's talk about how to help the doctors, how to help the nurses, how to help the patients who are dealing with this terrible disease. Let's talk about how to support people around us, how to be part of a community, how to support your community, and how to really focus on what matters, which is each other. Toilet paper matters more than politics right now. There's a lot of fear out there, a lot of unknowns. And what we do know is that this is a really scary situation, and it's something that no one has ever dealt with before like this. But in this situation like this, it's important to look at what we can control. And there's very little in this world we can't control, but what we can control is ourselves. Our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We can maintain our composure, focus on things we can make a difference with, like supporting our family and friends through this crazy time, like reaching out, seeing what you can do to volunteer or donate if you can afford to. Help to donate to the different hospitals in the area, medical centers, doctors and nurses who need the help, who need the support, because they're putting their lives on the line every day, every hour, to take care of people. Unfortunately, the situation the way it is right now is being butchered in the media. And that's our source of information. Right? I mean, that's where we get our knowledge from right now, is the media and social media. And think about it, those are really horrible ways to get information. Because everything's about ratings. Everything's about trying to get you to click on that or watch this show for 24 hours a day. Look, there's only so much news that's actually going to make a difference. And after a certain point, aka the first 3 to 5 minutes, there's nothing to talk about. This is not a political issue. It's a medical one. And politicians have no business making any statements at all, frankly. It doesn't matter what level of government you're at. Unless you have a medical background, they shouldn't be talking about this. It should be a simple, this is what you need to be doing to control this situation right now. This is how you can help. This is how you can hurt. This is what the impact of this disease is going to be, and this is what the risk factors are. And this is how we're going to work on treating it and doing what we can do. We being the medical staff, not me, obviously. So, what I'm going to say is to control what I can control, which is me being here for myself, my family members, and my friends, and trying to be here for you. So if you do need support in any way at all, please feel free to reach out. If you're able to support someone else, please support them. If you decide to go make a trip to the grocery store because you need to get groceries for yourself, reach out to folks around you. See if they need groceries as well. Minimize the number of people that need to go do these things. It doesn't take 5 people to go grocery shopping. Go for your community. Maybe rotate it around. Once a week, one person goes from the entire community. That way, you minimize the people who are in the grocery store. Minimize the people who are on the roads. Minimize the impact of this disease, because it will get worse before it gets better. The way we're going right now, it's going to get worse. But it will not stop until we are able to actually control ourselves and stay home. Now, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent, it doesn't matter right now, because we're all being affected. Shit, doesn't even matter that we're American. Everyone across the world is being affected by this. So please, leave the bigotry, leave the hatred, leave the fear somewhere else. As humans, we're also susceptible to this disease. We don't need the disease of ignorance or hatred with it. So, do what you can do. Help support the people around you. And please be kind to one another. Take care. This has been a PSA from 9 Leadership. Thank you.